up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing soon? The Xianzhou La Fu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the La Fu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special.
Yeah, but wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring Astral?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the...
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise part.
The Xianzhou La Fu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've...
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the...
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud. Aside from Starskiff performances, it's mostly martial.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express need. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society.
Aw, so that means...
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the... So, here's the plan. Pom-Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou La Fu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise.
What do you two think? I don't hear...
Now that everyone's on board with the plan...
Himiko really knows how to convince people. By the way, Danheng.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Lo Fu. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and since he has extended an...
Coming back to this place brings back... Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. This time we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. Quite unusual,
I agree.
Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us.
Hey, you guys! Did they just call us? Are you familiar with the Xianzhou?
We know a little bit about it.
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting...
Oh, we just left there.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions?
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth...
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony...
That's why we're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to... Yeah, we know about that ceremony.
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned La Fu fighter jet. No doubt about it. It's a...
But for now, all we can do is...
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony.
You're the expert here. Oh, yeah! Fixed roll guard...
Supernatural?
Ooh, it does sound interesting.
Look. Yeah.
Really?
Quite a different experience looking down on Starskip Haven.
There you are! Everyone, this way! Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we...
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast.
We've only been away for...
Really? The General is always worried I won't grow much taller. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskip Haven being so...
Seriously? I've never seen...
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon, but...
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number. The General said this ceremony would help. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract... By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Starf. The Xianzhou Juming boasts skilled craftsmasters.
By the way, Yanqing...
I'm sorry for talking your ear off.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but like... I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me.
We'll go...
Watch out for this!
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him. Morrison? Why are there Morrison here? This ends now.
Stay in step. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Like fireflies to a flame.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Fight to live!
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Managed to grab some sleep.
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for...
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the... Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let...
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu. And it's IPC's patented technology.
According to the protocol, all
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just...
Looks like this argument... Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down.
When With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did, according to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a star skiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident...
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yenqing. The situation... Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving. And the Juming's diplomatic vet...
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Juming envoys saved them?
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Juming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outs...
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison.
I see. It's an maybe I should gather more detail.
Oh, you look much...
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed.
What are those people?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long... The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat their presence has faded over the years.
According to that officer, they attacked...
Yeah, that's what I find. Well, enough with the chit-chat. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer. Thank you, but by the way...
I doubt... perhaps she's around here
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers.
Success and failure.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwyan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friend. Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hwyan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Juming.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here.
Elder Hwyan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various...
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life now.
It's an honor to meet you,
General.
It's my honor to meet you, General White.
No need to be all formal. Today... So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrose?
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lafu.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lafu and will attend the war dance.
You're more than welcome, General.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lafu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you.
Oh, you two already know each other?
What a coincidence!
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity.
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to...
Your flying sword?
Yes, it is.
Nope. That one
won't do?
You want your sword back, right? As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, by the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have...
Hold on a sec, Yoon Lee. You took my...
So much for love.
What did you just...
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope. With all due respect, you don't...
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to...
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it.
You two.
Hey! Whose side are...
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible sword. Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to... I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to...
That's so kind of you.
Please forgive me for coming.
You needn't apologize.
All right, Yoon Lee.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack. See if you can calm them down. Don't get...
I'm on it. This is the report, Qingzu. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the... Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, it's just, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is well, let's not...
It is the Lafu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing...
You're overthinking it, Jin Yuan. As I said, however, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title? So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you... The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lafu. She has come specific. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw...
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and...
Drat, I forgot to ask you... Unacceptable, if it weren't for the General's interference. By the way, I don't know if it's just me.
Reserved?
Maybe I'm...
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So...
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire...
What's so unusual about it?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Lawfu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and...
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance.
The ambrosial art...
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, once the spark of suspicion is kindled. The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to it.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a
Aw, I was so excited. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhu Ming diplomatic ship has arrived, and
An alchemist from the Zhu Ming's...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danha, the General is under tremendous pressure right now.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the... did I...
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens, and still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind.
This is too much trouble.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've... Yeah, exactly.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't...
Can I really reason with you, Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the sky, but straight up snatching IPC... I'm hearing you loud and keep detaining my cargo, and I'll Don't think you can possibly convince me. Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the artist?
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I was sent here to deal with the IPC.
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Zhu Ming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for... And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the...
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights...
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you a million times.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to...
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be...
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our...
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can...
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it...
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but...
Biological tissue!
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations...
The Alliance's regulations,
Oh, really?
This Mr. Scott... I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right?
What are you guys whispering about over there?
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But...
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to... Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong...
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission... Yeah, they will compensate you.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about... Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be...
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, we only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo...
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations... Well, you guys sure know how to argue. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need...
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as you're...
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go.
Yeah, you've got some insight there.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Jumi.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it
doesn't matter?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be...
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said,
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more... Our ship will leave in a few days once...
Your ship can leave whenever you want. But I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 40?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you...
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time,
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection. Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for. Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro.
This lady is... Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC!
Turn it off! Well, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
All units on alert.
I'll freeze! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
Let's improvise.
This is fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Don't mess
Mood
with
is
me.
set. Let the show begin.
Who's next?
Firefly sets the seas ablaze! Not even nap time.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
What a heck.
Stand in position. Detonate.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Support received. Joining the battle. Attacking.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days?
I had no idea about it!
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise...
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving!
Enough. Miss Shikue, please escort our IPC guest to the sky.
I'm on it. Please follow.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine...
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. Huh? As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express. It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the
I'd be...
And you three are coming too.
I'm here.
All these years, the tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while it's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar.
The view here would be even better without the Emperor.
Oh, really? I think that...
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that...
Well, once a seed is planted, in my humble opinion, the rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus... My bad. Well, since you went through the entire...
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lynch?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy...
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined...
I see. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable... Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well. And that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but... Alas, why is your face turned... Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age... Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting... Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to...
What? You! You stole my sword!
I see.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yun Li, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand... Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword... Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from... Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the... Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it...
Between these two, it is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I... Well, I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your... I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess.
Clearing out... It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't... Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs...
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and... Ever since the disciple... If you want a contest...
Lingsha.
It's for your...
That's really thoughtful.
So, are you both... Ugh. Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your swords.
Can we... How many can you block? Strike apart!
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
This is more than a battle.
Set the seas ablaze! I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Let the show begin!
Nap time. Fight to live!
A one-time enemy.
Down to earth!
Dreams do come true.
Set the seas ablaze!
That'll... Time for swordplay. Blade and flight!
Stay in step. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Initiate cleanup. Detonate!
How many can you block? Strike apart!
Down to earth! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that. Now.
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
I'll catch up. Let's improvise.
I'm okay.
Fight to live!
Still the same old. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight!
Down to earth!
Firelight!
Set the seas ablaze!
A one-time
In position. Detonate!
Nap time.
Attack detected. Attack!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
A one-time enemy! Huh. Practice is over. Swords descend!
Through clouds!
Dreams do come true.
Not each other.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Set the seas ablaze!
Still the same old. Stay in step.
Firefly type will fight to live!
How many can you block? Strike with heart! I win, Miss... Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword?
All you did was chop down a few monsters. If you think you can just take this sword...
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences.
Grudges? No, not at all.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the dragon?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great general? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting time. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way,
this is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fish. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consult?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the Seat of Divine Foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if... Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say...
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world...
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant. So at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters...
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial...
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and...
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals...
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few...
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you...
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me...
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till as long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real...
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner?
Jeez. You really know how to read...
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for a while.
Was that the I mean, when Yoon Lee swung that massive
Mine.
Yeah, you think so too, right?
I agree.
I was talking about Yanqing.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today...
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that...
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over...
I bet it's about how to deal with the...
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao...
It's getting late.
Please, stay a little longer. Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Hwyan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me into perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of...
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No.
This old man's words. Huh?
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only... The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Hwyan. But is it appropriate?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. Oh, by the way, Yes, it's this case. There will be numerous contests and the host will dispatch a skilled warrior.
What's this?
This sword case, I don't mean to boast. I've been wondering. Moreover...
Thank you.
If you want to give... I know you're all about... Yeah. And the outcome of our duel... That's exactly what
Not to be rude or anything.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in...
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable, I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the War Den.
Well, Elder Hwyan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the...
Huh?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword.
Wait, are you serious? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it?
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword.
Yeah, I did.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped.
I appreciate your kind words, General. Plus, I heard that each sword...
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more...
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some...
So Miss Yunli has already...
General,
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach...
Yangqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years.
I see, General.
Now that Yangqing has agreed too.
It's up to you.
I understand. Then I'm on board.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss Mark.
You're too kind. General Huayan's gone. I think we...
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters...
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give... My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens...
Thank you.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden. As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me and...
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too?
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other, right?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again... Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware.
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved...
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachi?
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's given my background. I'm happy to...
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder as your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abomination. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has... The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lune to It is for these reasons, well, duty calls.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now. The Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lune, much of which can be attributed to Unfortunately, for long-life species, Enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievement.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for...
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the
The nemesis of the Foxians, who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recess. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concern. That's why I was sent here.
It's all...
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered... However, someone had...
Our people?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named...
While it drizzles down the sky. There you are!
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up this...
Hey, what?
This is, the first time... Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least...
Is it too late for regrets?
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master.
You're so heartened by...
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astra.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back?
Master Yunli, you're already...
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret?
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally, as the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu Ming sword masters treat their apprentice. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse
What's this?
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored.
You're awesome!
See? See? How?
Actually...
Huh? You have a gift.
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that looked nice and...
Thank you, Master.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just...
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting... So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit...
Perfect. I chose it carefully.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves.
Wait, we're having
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements, so we can decide where to start.
If you're ready, let's... Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize in advance.
Please, have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Lafu's swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements. Yes, you! Practice is up, swords descend!
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Right on time.
Like this?
Well done! Time for swordplay. Yes, you!
Within the self,
Slap! I could take 10 of you. Yeah! Oh, I get it! With a true heart and focused mind, here I come! I'm starting to get the hang of it! Show you what I can really do! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what's this?
A one-time enemy!
what are you mumbling about?
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Mountains!
Hand.
Yes, you!
Melt! Lead through clouds!
Right on time. How many can you block?
Descend to earth!
Time for swordplay.
Here you go, Master!
Yes, you! Right on time.
Awesome! Melt! Alright, check out this move! Lead through clouds!
Yes, you!
I could take 10 of you! Yeah! I didn't expect the first lesson to be...
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry.
Given the situation, her strength.
Seriously.
I could ask you the same thing.
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength?
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their... Theorist! You?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing.
But it does matter. Just listen to...
Aww. Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu. As for me, one of them is Yenqing. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in sword thanks to their guidance. Looking forward to your report.
Well,
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match.
can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords.
Oh, let me see. Which...
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yenqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought...
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance.
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the gen...
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yao Qing...
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on...
If you know nothing about martial arts...
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice... For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried. Well, it's just a metaphor.
So...
I'm a healer, seeing the way you're looking at me.
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious?
Do you recognize this bottle?
No.
This is called...
Is it...
Well, it depends on how it's used. Increase the dose. This thing can...
That...
Hey, why the end?
Seems like you get...
Picture this. In the throes of surviving the...
Perhaps you've When I was appointed as... And this is how the war dance is the...
That's quite an... Hearing you speaks...
You want to see the sky splitter? Let's go. I'll give...
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the sky.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter. The venue for the...
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they... Even in the thick of each day, I could feel myself getting stronger but then... I faced a really tough opponent. and just one slash shattered my. After that, I had to pick up the pieces. I often ask myself, while the general could, but after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Chou, as a member of the Cloud Knights and the general's apprentice, when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of. That's why.
Oh, Yanqing. So...
Age doesn't really matter.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking...
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something. Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the ring...
Sounds like that mind of yours is just...
I bet you've got nothing... My... father. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
Hey, what do you...
I see. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than...
What happened?
Oh, judging from my... Well,
What?
It's getting late. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all
I understand.
Seriously?
Now that we're done,
why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice sword?
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. All right, I'll take you out of the Stargazer.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Just shut up, Red Fang! This is not a beat. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. I'm doing my best, all right? When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia?
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do...
Sorry. I'll take...
Big sis!
Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure.
Shuha! You should have let... Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good.
Could you repeat what you just...
What did I say?
Big sick?
Come on. Can't you read the room?
Yeah, anyone could see that. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped...
I knew that from the beginning!
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize...
What? Is he famous on the Luofu or something?
Not you,
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, follow my lead, and be careful...
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
We should have just killed those lowly. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over the.
Cut the theatrics, Gulak. Even the.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skid, weapons, supplies.
So, I have no clue, but they seem. Just hang in.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to...
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere.
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skid. They keep talking about their plans.
They're definitely up to something bad.
Tread softly. Breathe quietly. And make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity. Watch out! They're on high alert! Quickly, hide!
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time.
Shuhard,
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but...
Never mind who they are.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The arrival of...
What did he just say? Beast?
Who's that? It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Borson? Take 10 of you!
Adusa! Die, you lowly beast!
Only a scratch!
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
So you are afraid of me. What? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Here you go, Master. Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, dead!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best.
Let's improvise.
That hurt. Time for a shot. Nap time. So you are afraid of me.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians...
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin. Just like the bandits I defeated on the IP...
Wait.
Well, how did the Borisin manage to infiltrate?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knight? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago when we were They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express...
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine...
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons. Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter General. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps...
You have a clever...
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve this. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that...
Rumor has it that Elio, he foresaw that the
General Jing Yuan, could it be because one...
Please be cautious.
I'm simply bringing... Let's move on to the next... But here's the thing. Don't... If the Lawfu hadn't, Imbibitor Lune was.
I was concerned about the safety of my
But he returned. Well, it appears, generals, I am.
So, what?
The two. However, first, second, third, you.
Merlin's Claw.
From the moment I walked.
As for the war.
But, unfortunately.
So what are your...
As a fellow Arbiter personally, I think, just as what happened.
You mean...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that...
An entity?
According to the report. That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. I've always had faith in...
What's in this...
General Jing Yuan, and for that, I'll have... No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the 10 Lords Commission's interrogation.
I'm okay with that.
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the
Then.
Oh, there's...
So.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
And as for Hule... Do you actually...
Yes.
While I trust my
I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division.
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the...
The shackling prison.
Don Hung.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate. This is one of many entrances.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Lawfu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the 10 Lords.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, due to his heinous acts...
No need to
When it comes to visiting criminals, I know you've heard legends. It has been centuries. The Forest of Swords. The complex rules are there.
I apologize for...
I've given you the instructions. And please...
No, I'm not...
Then you won't be allowed.
Just swallow it already. Thousands of years ago. I knew you were a reasonable... Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet.
Welcome, dear. Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you,
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords. So, this is not a place for ordinary
Please lead the way.
Please let me activate the mechanism.
No danger detected, but never let your guard down. Impeccable precision.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
These crates.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IP. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild. I caught a glimpse of the mechs. Well, business first. Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Attack detected!
This thing is going wild. That's just like a Borison.
Take your position. Looks like we're on our own for this one.
Let's improvise.
Who's next?
Time for a shot.
Only a scratch! Firefly Type 4 set to the seas of flame!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you.
Stay
I will keep fighting.
Dreams do come true.
Fight to live!
That'll take nap time.
What I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Naughty child.
Great teamwork. Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Who's next? Like until everything burns to ashes! Set to the seas of flame!
Time for a shot.
Attack detected! Fight to live! Set to the seas of flame! Attack
Stay in
detected!
step.
Armor damaged. Detecting. Joining the battle. Detonate.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crate.
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. The Alchemy Commission members examined these things showing up in the Shackling prison.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, and to make things in the prisoner they came to visit, might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs...
Here we are.
Have we arrived? All ready, Your Honor. Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look. The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve behind this door is the greatest enemy of the Foxians. According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou La Fu once every. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hu Lei to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, could you be the key to a cure for the...
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the rival.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here. At the Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shadow,
Illusions of the
we
past.
found soldiers available for us everywhere.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
It's better to make no move. More seasoned.
Let's improvise.
So you are afraid of me. I'll end your misery.
Nap time.
I suggest you surrender
Here among the
now.
sea of butterflies.
Of course,
Illusions of the past.
I'll still kill you all. But I promise it'll be swift.
How about letting the enemy strike for a little more heat? I'm honored by your presence since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks! Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
What a headache. I'll end your misery.
It's better to make no move. More seasoned.
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Moza.
It's not time yet.
I'll free you from your chains.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
How about letting the enemy strike first? I'm honored, since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Let's improvise. Great teamwork.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you for your generosity.
Who's next?
My back. A little more heat.
Take your position.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Still the mood is set. Let the show begin!
More seasoned. I'm
Stay in
honored,
step.
but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Dreams do come true.
Damage sustained.
Take your... Let's improvise.
So you are afraid of me.
Nap time.
It's better to make no... A little more heat.
Don't mess with what?
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Been a long time, boy. Welcome back. great Hule, nemesis of the... It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will.
since you have an escape plan...
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. So the rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure... Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but their plan...
What a reckless plan, you idiot! Even if we manage to get the ships...
But we have no other choice. Every one of my crew is ready. Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go...
My lord, do you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast?
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. What?
As you wish. No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a husband.
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping, and to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out! We've called for backup, but it seems like...
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 lords, all...
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given this...
We mustn't let that vile beast...
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya?
We'll have to bend the rules.
Prisoners must remain in place in a phase.
By decree of the 10 lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through. Some Spiritfarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations. The nether key has been activated. I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hule has... Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister?
Let's look around.
Yi is here.
Miss Yi briefly sacrificed herself. My
Condolences. Well, that's unnecessary. You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the... While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers?
No.
So, the intruders and Hule are holding the Yaoqing. This is the worst situation. With hostages, we must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's...
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death... Let me see if I can fix it up. Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this.
It's just a cycrane can't...
Sister.
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped? And the...
Besides the Borison, there were other intruders.
Invisible intruders? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the... Make sure you deliver the news.
I understand.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borison will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hule should probably be our top priority.
Wait!
The invisible intruders?
Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Naughty child.
Set the seas ablaze!
So you are afraid of me. I'll end your misery.
The prison management on the Luofu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. What a headache.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
That's better.
Thanks. Attack
The
detected.
mood is set. Let the show begin!
I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
So you are afraid of... I'll end your misery. That hurt. Don't mess with me. Who's next?
Just focus on the fight.
Merciful Medicus!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
Dreams do come true.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
What a headache.
Secret of the saints!
Stay in step.
Set the seas ablaze!
Naughty child.
Attack detected!
That hurt. That's better.
Who's next?
Let's improvise.
I fight to live!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Nap time.
Joining the battle!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
Attack!
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Who's next?
Mortality!
Every victory is hard won. danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Please stay tuned.
Firefly Type 4, activate!
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes!
Still singing.
Target sighted, all units on alert.
Set the seas ablaze!
Let's improvise.
Naughty child. That's better.
Thanks!
I'm okay. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks! Firefly Type 4, in position. Fight to live!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Set the seas ablaze!
Armor damaged. Joining the battle. Attack!
That nap time.
Abnormal.
Just a little something. Think nothing of
Damage. Stand in position. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Take your positions.
Firefly to set the seas ablaze!
Shut it down.
Full of supplies. A rare find.
The prison manager. So what if I repeat it? It's the truth, though. At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. Their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. I'm Waza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report the prison.
Thank you for your help, Mr.
No. You can do nothing for him now. And you...
Your friend is in Hule's clutches, and you're just going to...
Look, I'm the Yao Qing General's guard, not him. I don't know how you think. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. The worst-case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. And the best-case scenario... The best-case scenario would be, hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help.
You should have a way of
As a person of the Yao Qing,
I have to make it out alive. Yeah.
None of you are part of the Ten Lords' commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the... Once we reach the gate. I hope now. Let's proceed.
Time well spent.
Joining the battle. Detonate.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
So you are afraid of me. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a shot. Thank you. Fight to
A sharp scythe needs targets.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisin fugitives get out. The prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me. We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Recalibrating.
I'm okay.
Stand in position. Attack!
Take your position. Dreams do come true.
Like fun till everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
So you are
The mood is
afraid of
set.
me.
Let the show begin.
Time for a shot. Fight to live!
Let's improvise.
Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This is my set the seas ablaze!
So you are afraid. I'll end your misery. Who's next?
Dreams do come true.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
Nap time.
Fight! Don't mess with me!
The fugitives are charging it.
Please stay tuned.
I will hold them back.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
I'll free you from your chains! Disappear among the sea of butterflies! Illusions of the past!
Target sighted. All units on alert. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas aflame! Attack detected!
Stay in step.
What a headache. Who's next?
Naughty.
Fight to live!
Don't mess with...
Firefly type set the seas aflame!
Nap time.
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
These are abnormal.
Let's improvise.
Joining the battle. Attack!
Don't mess with me.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
What?
Still the same old.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Detonate.
Dreams do come true.
Who's next?
Attack! Shut down.
Reach the end of the story. Own way. Is that all?
This brings back such familiar.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom.
So this hostage is useless.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao Cho. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us.
Oh, just look at you.
I've got to make this beast stay here. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity, my knowledge.
Lowly beast.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu, she has recently returned. Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this.
Silence, Mokchok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll... We must stay here for some time, Mokchok. Fear not. Now Duran's will. Prison guards! Stop them! For our great Lord Hule!
and obey the guard. Those who fail to comply will face severe punishment, serving as an example to others.
Report! After we lost contact with the shackling... the prisoners.
What about the Yaoqing messengers?
No news at the moment. We're trying...
I see. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Luofu Cloud Knights to pursue...
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.